It's hard to be, I don't even know where to begin. This has been an unbelievable year where I pray daily that this just continues to be a pipeline of guys that can put up numbers like you did, not only last year, but this year. Just so you guys know, and I'm going to talk about awards and accolades because he's worked his rear end off, and he deserves to be mentioned. He played the Perfect Game National Showcase, which is an invite-only thing. In that showcase, he was the MVP pitcher. He played the East Coast Pro Showcase, which is invite-only, very selective. Last year, he was a Gwinnett County All-Star, which once again was very selective. In 2024, he was an All-County Honorable Mention in Gwinnett County, which is a huge honor. Last year, First Team All-Region. Last year, Player of the Month. Last year, he was our team MVP. This year, Gwinnett County Player of the Month in March. Offensive Player of the Year, Pitcher of the Year. This year, he was Gwinnett County Pitcher of the Year, which is huge because that's against all of the private and public schools in this county, which this is arguably one of the best counties in the nation for baseball. And on top of that, he was voted this region, Region 8-2A, two-way Player of the Year, meaning he was the best offensive and pitcher of the year. This season, some stats, you threw in 11 total games, 51 total innings, you had 8 wins, you had 104 strikeouts. You only walked 20 guys and gave up 21 hits. You had an ERA of just over 1, which is incredible. You had a batting average against you of .117. When you look at that, 104 strikeouts and 51 innings, he literally averaged 2 strikeouts an inning, which is mind-blowing. Offensively, over the season, you hit .415 with an on-base percentage of .481, which means you were literally almost getting on base 1 out of every 2 at-bats. You had 39 hits, 4 doubles, 2 triples, and 11 home runs, which is extremely impressive. 35 RBIs, 37 runs, and 21 stolen bases, which once again is impressive. Every one of those stats led the team. Sorry, my alarm's going off. Every one of those led the team except in doubles. Your region numbers were just as impressive. You were 4-1. Only loss was to the #1 team in the state in our classification. Throwing a complete game in all 5 of your starts. You had a 1.885 ERA, batting average of .130. You had 48 strikeouts and only 13 walks. Offensively, you hit .477, and you had an on-base percentage of .547, which is incredible. Fun fact, you're the only guy that I ever have heard of that has hit a home run on the very first pitch of the season and the very last pitch of the regular season, which was incredible. For those of you that don't know his story, Dean has been a major league prospect this whole year. If you've come to any of our games, you've seen a bunch of radar guns and stuff behind home plate. It's something that's very easily something that can rattle a player, and Dean did the exact opposite. If anything, it locked him in even more. Looked up the numbers. There's roughly 600 players that are drafted every year in the draft in July. Right now, Dean is ranked 81st overall, which places him somewhere in the 3rd round, which is absolutely incredible for a high schooler. This is comparing him against high school, college, and all the other prospects. Dean, your hard work and long hours has gotten you this far, but don't get complacent. Continue to live our mantra: win mentality, attack mindset, relentless effort in everything you do. Colossians 3:23 says, work willingly to whatever you do as though you were working for the Lord rather than for people. Verse 24 goes on to say, remember that the Lord will give you an inheritance as your reward, and that master you are serving is Christ. Don't ever forget whose you are and who you are playing for. Use your platform and talents that He has blessed you with to help spread the gospel and glorify Him in all you do. Can't wait to see what numbers you put up at the next level, whether that's at Georgia in the SEC or in Pro Bowl. Wherever you land, God has you right where He wants you, and you're going to do amazing things for His glory. Congratulations, and we look forward to seeing what happens July 13th in the draft.